Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me. So, we are back for part two of update on court from yesterday. It seems they didn't put DLF in the bin, and he was given an update plus explanation of what's been happening with the two ladies since 2010. The last time we left off, he was going at teachers in a very unkind and nasty kind of way. So we're gonna pick up from there. If you haven't watched part one's available. We are gonna continue with part two, of course, and finish this all off. After that, I might do a MAD if Foodie Beauty isn't on. I guess she is somewhere. DLF got himself blocked. I guess, yeah, Stackish. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Natural Ginger. How are you? Blondie, Antonio, PLBC, Novastar, Loops, Lynn Smith, Amber Chick, Val loves J. Welcome, Mama Scrunch. Hi there, your social moth. Welcome, Blondie again. Perry Plug. Welcome, and we got Bowie 19 Jan. Hello, Catacorn Mermaid. We got Mary. Welcome, Mary Shelley Ray, the Naked Lady. My name and Lynn Smith. Welcome, Lynn. How are you doing, Kenny Dean? Hi there. So let me share my screen. Let's get straight into this and we'll figure out what else he has to say. All right, let's go.
So, okay, and it doesn't help me either that all these fucking videos I was doing up until then were all about that. Okay, but then you got I get it. Then that one video where I said child abuser should be shot and hung. So of course you're gonna assume that I'm talking about that because why wouldn't I? So that's why my lawyer said that it's free speech.
No, Blondie.
It had nothing to do with making fun of them. It had nothing to do with making fun of the prosecutors.
Hey, Paw Daddy.
Or whatever. I mean, it probably didn't help much, but I was never charged with. Because when you get charged, okay, they have to specifically say on the police report, they have to specifically say.
Hey, Marie, how are you doing?
What I said, and that's what was on the report. It didn't say anything about making fun of them. It didn't say anything about making fun of the prosecutor. It didn't say anything about making videos about the women.
By the way, he does make fun of the prosecutor. In fact, he's made fun of several prosecutors, including the previous women prosecutors that were, the ADA for his case. So it's been transferred several times throughout the years. I wonder what he wore to court. We did see what he wore. Excuse me. We did see what he wore to court. Let me bring that up. It was yesterday. Hey, Edna. Actually, was it this that he wore to court? He did wear his shorts. Let me check. I gotta make sure, but we'll continue this while I verify.
All it said was, in a video, defendant said that he was gonna, defendant says that the two plaintiffs should be shot and hung. That's all it said. So that's what I was charged with. Matthew Pinn said that was free speech because it's an opinion, so it's free speech. Okay? That's what he said. That's what my lawyer said.
Bullshit.
Okay, now.
Okay, Mama Scrunch has a correction. He brings dress clothes in a bag to court. So he only wears them once he reaches court. He goes to the bathroom and then puts them on, which kind of makes sense because he hates the seams of pants, right? So he'll try to not wear pants for as long as possible. Or should I rather say he'll try to wear pants for as little as possible.
I got out of jail. Okay, I got out
Gotcha.
of jail. It was like what, May 20th to July 16th. That's when I went to jail. That's when I was in jail in 2021. So it was May 20th, 2021 to July 16th, 2021. That was how long I was. I got out. I was done with the aggravated harassment, but I still had to keep going for the criminal contempt. Okay?
Uh huh.
The criminal contempt, again, was for the shot and hung thing. Should be shot and hung. Okay? I had to keep going back and forth to court. And that got dragged out. Okay, that got dragged
Sure did.
out. Let's just say that got dragged out July 16, 2021. That got dragged out, and eventually they gave me a plea deal for another attempted aggravated harassment. Right? I didn't take the plea deal. My lawyer Matthew Penn told me that it's better just to go to trial
Okay.
and
Hey, Charlotte.
deal with it there, because he thinks that we could win this on the grounds of free speech. Okay, because they have to prosecute in terms of what's on the paperwork. So they just can't just start throwing shit out like, well, he's been making videos about them. He's been making fun of the prosecutors and all.
But they can add new charges, though. How about that? Like they could add stuff. Like if you um broke another one of your restrictions, they could put that on and be like, "Hey, you did this as well, so we're gonna add another charge or two or three."
That they can't do that. They have to go by exactly what the wording was on the fucking piece of paper. Now, making fun of the prosecutors probably didn't help me much. Okay, but I want to make it clear that I was never charged for that, for making fun of the prosecutor. But you know what? They probably could have went harder on me. And I asked for a trial by jury, right? And he's like, "Yeah, that's a better idea."
Hey, Farida. Hey,
Trial
Saradi.
by jury. So on May 5th, they wanted me back in court. And they wanted me back in court because the prosecutor wanted me to undergo a psych evaluation to determine if I'm competent to stand trial. That was May 5th, 2022.
And he was. Okay? Hey, Farida.
I
Did I
go
say
in
hello?
there, and the judge is like, "I'm going to remand you. You're going to jail.
Hey, Solo
You're going
Trip.
to sit in jail for as long as it takes to get this fucking psych evaluation done." And it took 42 days to get that done. They gave me a $50 bail. My mom paid the bail. I got out. What was it? May 5th to, I think it was like June 16th or something like that. And
Nikki D asks, what did he say about the prosecutors and how does making fun of them against the law unless he threatened them? A lot of the things he said about a lot of the prosecutors, there were multiple. Like I said, I think the first ones were female, and he was making fun of these prosecutors in a very sexual and overt manner, and they did not like that. They were aware of it, so they were changing ADAs. The last, I think the second last ADA, because I believe the The other ADA that I knew of was a black male with dreads. He was making fun of that person, saying his name, which I think was in poor taste, as well as doing a lot of things that were rather threatening. I'm surprised he actually didn't get charged for those things because I think that ADA was trying to look for something to charge him with. Then I heard after that prosecutor, it got changed again to another one. So there were a lot of ADAs working on this. I believe he is lucky to not have gotten any charges after the stuff he was saying. And I think like there's certain things you don't do. You don't make fun of the judge that's overseeing your case or the ADA, and those were things that he was doing, and I'm completely surprised no charges have been brought against him for that sort of stuff. What year are we up to now in his story? He's kind of going back between 2021 2022, but for the most part we're in 2022 now.
I got out June 16 on 2022, and I still had to keep going to court, keep going to court, keep going to court. And eventually what happened was they gave it that I said, you know what, I'm willing to take a plea deal. I just want this shit over with. I'm tired, I want this shit over with. So last time I went to court, that's what they said, that we'll try to plead, we'll try to do a plea deal. And the best my lawyer could do was a Class A misdemeanor of criminal contempt, okay, but with a B misdemeanor cap, which means I would be convicted of a Class A misdemeanor, but only get the punishment for a B misdemeanor.
Lucky once
so,
again.
Like I said, an A misdemeanor is up to a year in jail. B misdemeanor is 90 days. Okay. So 90 days minus 90 days, which is actually 60 days with good behavior, minus the 42 days that I already did sitting in there waiting for my psych evaluations. Plus, so in total, if I had to go to jail today, I would only have to do 18 days. And I already figured out 18 days from August 18, 2022. That would leave me. That would mean I would get out on a Sunday again. So I would only have to do like 16 days in jail, right? 16, 15, whatever. But
why is he skirting by? He is lucky like Foodie Beauty when so many things should have put him in the bin. I mean, it was 90 days is 90 days, right? But I guess if he's in front of us, yesterday was another lucky day. The judge didn't put him in to the jail because I was checking Niagara County religiously yesterday to see if he was going to be added, because that's how I caught it the last time. Just kept on checking the website.
So what happened was we were happy with the plea deal. Okay, I wanted this shit done. I didn't mind going back to jail. However, I really didn't want to, but I didn't mind it. The judge hinted at, if you behave, we'll get you off time served, and then you'll just have to do therapy. Okay, so I was already in therapy. And
right, Nikki?
The judge didn't want, or the judge wanted proof of therapy, that I was going to therapy. So she was like, all right, Mike, I want, next time you go to therapy, I want you to get the therapist to send over a letter or something saying you're in therapy. And I said, all right.
Mama Scrunch got a point. Jail would do him no good, just expose him to more PDFs. It seems he's attracted to the PDFs, and the PDFs are attracted to him for some strange reason that I kind of know why. Maybe it has something to do with that locked hard drive there, Dragon Lord Frodo. Maybe that's why. Maybe the saying likes like really does fit in this situation.
And I did that, and I actually got my own copy of the letter. Just in case nobody got it, I show up to court with my own copy of the letter that my therapist gave to me the other day. Okay? No, gave it to me yesterday. I went to therapy yesterday. And
Hey, Lena Bo.
So I got into court today. And the lawyer, they got the new lawyer, this Max White Knight. He looks like the guy from that show where they have like some kind of historical thing, and then this guy comes on and says, "Well, actually, this is what happened." Well, what was that show called?
Positive vibes, Bleeny Bo. Positive vibes. Nikki DX, Lindsay's Mama's Crunch. Yes, you're right. Lindsay's Mama's Crunch.
I don't know. What is it called? Adam Ruins It or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, I remember that show.
He kind of looks like that guy. But,
yeah, Adam ruins everything.
I get in front of the judge is laughing at me for some reason. She's like, "Oh, not this idiot again." And I'm like, "Oh, God." And she said, "Okay, I'm not going to put you in jail. We're going to count the 42 days as time served. But I want you to behave. I want you to keep going to therapy. You're going to have to deal with a 5-year restraining order, okay?" And the thing is that with the 5-year restraint, the weird thing is that for some reason,
Stackish asks, for medical reasons, would they put him in PC in jail, or does he get to choose? He typically chooses, and he wants to be immediately put into PC.
The restraining order now is only for the one woman. Okay, I don't know why. That's something I gotta ask my lawyer because I'm pretty sure we're two plaintiffs, I should say. And it was only for the one woman. Okay, so yeah. So what I gotta do now is I'm all done with court. Okay, I don't have to go back there. Okay, however, I still have to go back to the court building every so often because now I have a $550 fine, and I'll show it to you. And I have to pay this. I have to pay this before December 8th, 2022.
You could get an extension.
So I got a $550 fine right there. I can pay it by then. It's just gonna be, you know, I'm just gonna have to do it little by little. So I owe my mom $200 and I owe the courts $550. Okay. So I'm not really worried about my mom at this point.
Does he ever worry? Unless he's in jail, needs bail money, needs money on his commissary.
I am worried about the court. My mom's gonna get her money. The court's gonna get their money, but I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth to court. It's not even like a big deal. Like it's just I gotta go down there and pay it little by little. Okay, and they said I could pay it online, but they charge me an extra fee to do it online, I guess. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll go down there. I'll figure out how much I can give them a week, and because I want to get this thing paid off before the snow starts flying.
Nicky D, he does work here and there. He's supposed to be looking for a job. He also is saying he's looking for a cat now because all of this was holding him back. So hopefully he can become a productive and proper member of society. But from what I've seen from experience, that is most likely not going to be the case.
And because I gotta do that long walk and everything. It's fine. I'll go down there. I don't care. I don't have to deal with the bailiff. I'm probably gonna see the bailiff. Oh, the bailiff gave me a hard time today again. Okay, it is what it is. But fortunately for me, when I go down to the court thing, I don't really have to deal with him because the thing where you pay the fine, I don't have to go through the metal detector. So, maybe a couple times I'll take you kitties with me when I go and pay my fines, okay? I'll take the kitties with me. Why not? So that's what's going
Right, Tip
on.
Top,
So I have to
exactly.
pay the fine. I have to pay the fine. I got to pay my mother back, but
Yeah, he seems like he's gained back a lot of weight, PLBC.
I'm done with court. I don't have to go back to that place, really. Honestly, I don't even have to go back anyway. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just pay it online, but I'm not paying the fucking fee. Remember, I'm cheap. I'm cheap, okay? And,
Sure.
So I think on Monday I'm gonna take the weekend and just sort through all my bullshit. And on Monday, I'm going to start looking for work.
What is getting Shane Dawson on his cat? What does that even mean, Lara? I'm totally out of the loop with that.
At this point, I don't even care. I'll do a cleaning job. I don't care right at this point.
Yeah, your social moth, he gets his apartment paid for plus a stipend.
Even if it goes completely fucking south, with the cleaning job, at least the way I see it, at least I worked there long enough to I paid my fucking fines with the job, That's the way I see it. But what else?
Well, do Lara, I have no idea about the cat. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to. No, he did. No, he didn't. Nikki D, stop saying that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do my research. Yikes. Hey, Ray Ray.
That's about it. That's about it with that. The other thing I gotta mention, because I know Monty and the other people are gonna bring this up, because they already got it all wrong. So when I got arraigned for the criminal contempt,
Yeah.
when I got to jail on May 20th, 2021, that's when I was arraigned for the criminal contempt. And I noticed on the restraining order I had to sign a new one. Remember it said no illicit drugs or alcohol? Okay. As far as drugs and alcohol go, I don't even do illegal drugs. Okay, the only illegal drug that I do at this right now
Is what?
which I haven't even done in like probably 2 years anyway, were the fucking shrooms. Okay, and I haven't done that since I had my. I haven't done that since I got arrested in August 26, 2020. Okay, when I was actually arraigned for the 4 counts of criminal contempt, or 4 counts of aggravated harassment. Sorry, I haven't done that since.
Yeah, PLBC. It seems he only does the green now. That includes the Martian fuel. Mama Scrunch says, I've seen him give up getting food for himself when he was short on money for his cat. Well, that's a good thing. Hopefully, Foodie Beauty can follow the same steps. Your animals first.
Okay. So, and weed is legal in New York State. So, if it says no illicit drugs or alcohol, that doesn't include weed because weed is not illegal. Okay,
Hey, Aurorus.
even if it's federal, if it's federal, uh, they would have to have the FBI or something come get me for that. And you know what? The FBI isn't going to come out for weed. Okay, so the only thing I did was the shrooms, and I'm thinking about doing it again. But on the new restraining order, it doesn't say anything about no illicit drugs or alcohol. As far as alcohol goes, I don't even really drink that much. I drink the last time I drink is when I was in the hotel.
Yeah, I remember that. Wait a second. Was that the last time? Yeah, then he got the. Another time was when he got those dumpster beers.
I think it was.
For sure, Jarella.
I was in the hotel and I got like a fucking, I got like some fucking faggy drink, like some fucking little girl drink. It was like some Smirnoff, like Smirnoff Ice, twisted raspberry, because that's the type of shit that I drink. If I do drink, I don't drink like hard liquor. Okay, I drink like people make fun of me like I drink like a fucking gay guy.
Ain't nothing wrong with Smirnoff Ice.
Okay, and unapologetically too. Like I'll drink that shit. Okay, I don't really like drinking hard liquor, but sometimes I'll get a wine cooler or something. But it's not on the new restraining order, so I'm free to do shrooms. I'm free to drink on occasion. I drink maybe a couple times a year. Okay.
He's not free to do shrooms. Aren't shrooms still illegal in New York State? Mom Scrunch says the last time he really drank, he puked in my bushes.
What else? Um, as far as therapy goes, okay, you kiddies probably heard about this yesterday. So yesterday, I went to therapy, and my therapist said he's recommending to me that I go to a domestic violence group that's run by my therapist, and it's virtual. And I'm like, what is this domestic violence thing? I was never charged with domestic violence. He's like, well, yeah, you were. Because I guess domestic violence also covers,
The
the
threats.
harassment.
Yeah, the
That
threats.
doesn't mean I'm like going there and like beating the shit out. It's not like me and these girls were like beating the shit out of each other. And he also recommended, okay, Monty,
Good Mama Scrunch, you made him clean the bushes.
you better listen to this, and everybody else, you better fucking listen to this, okay? Because I don't want you getting this wrong. My therapist mentioned that he also wanted me to go to a sex offender group, okay?
I
I said,
wonder
but I'm not
why.
a sex offender. He's like, I
Uh,
know you're not a sex offender, okay? But your crime was sexual, okay? The talking, the dirty talk, the sexual talk, going into detail about how you're going to do this and do this to this woman and do that to that woman. that is a sexual thing. Even if it
Right,
wasn't,
Jarella?
a sex offender type crime, it was still a sexual crime. And no, I am not on a sex offender registry. And my therapist even said that
The harassment and stuff, Nikki D.
he's going to look into it for me, but he doubts that I'm even going to be able to be qualified to go to this because I'm not a sex offender per se. And I thought about this. I was like, really?
Hmm.
Sex offender? I mean, it does sound kind of weird, but when
I am Farida. Totally am.
you actually think about it here, what is the difference between what I did and something, let's say, somebody from, Catch a Predator or one of these PP official or, Puggy Pug, or what's the difference between
Facts,
what
mofo.
I did and what they did? And it ultimately boils down to the difference is pretty much just the age of the victims. Uh, for the Puggy Pug and the Catch a Predator, underage girls. But what I did, I was doing the same thing. I was messaging these 30-year-olds with the same kind of talk that you would hear from the chat logs of a To Catch a Predator, or
Well, at least we can say he understands. So yeah, there is no difference.
uh, any one of these amateur predator poaching channels. Uh, it was the same kind of talk. It was the same kind of shit, but they're doing it to underage girls. I'm doing it to overage girls. Okay, so I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just trying to stay out of trouble for real.
Hopefully he stays out of that trouble. You know what? Let's do a poll because this is what he doesn't like. He doesn't like the polls. But we're gonna do a poll. Will he stay out of trouble? You tell me. I'm gonna do that right now.
And as far as those women go, I gotta say it again. We are not going to talk about them. This is the last time. We are not mentioning it. This is done. This is over with. I gotta find a job. I gotta find a cat. This is Dragon Lord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.
All right, and that's it. I had my mouse on the pause button in case he was gonna flash like one of the last times. That was very unfortunate. So we shall see. Okay, we're gonna do the poll. Vote now. Don't forget Rari's GoFundMe. Let me plug that once more. In fact, let me bring it up on the screen because I haven't done that in a long time, and that a lot of people like that when it's on the screen. So he's supposed to get a cat and other things. Okay, so here we go. Here is Ray's GoFundMe if you would like to donate. So far, we've had 263 donations. Thank you so much, everybody. Also, thank you, the most recent donators. Thank you so much. Last donation was 3 days ago. We are inching closer and closer to our goal. About less than $1,750 left to go. So if you'd like to donate or share, then please donate or share. Just send positive thoughts and prayers. Hi there, Skinny Queen. Is he prohibited from using pot? It seems his restrictions does not include pot. So he can pretty much do that. And he's saying that his restrictions also don't include or stop him from drinking alcohol. So we shall see what happens. Oddly enough, Foodie Beauty hasn't been that active today, which is kind of refreshing than the constant BS, BS, BS. Yes, I have October. My Papa's Crunch has next week. Rich Uncle has Christmas. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's cool. All right, well, vote now. I'm going to end the poll in a minute. Prayers, well wishes to Ray Ray and Leanie Bo. Hopefully you both are getting better. You're in my thoughts and prayers. Other than that, most of you are thinking that he will not stay out of trouble at almost, 85, 86%. You're saying, yeah, he won't. Or am I doing a Monty After Dark? Yes, I will be doing a Monty After Dark. I gotta give this stream and my other streams about 2 hours to mature. So I'll be doing it about 5:30. But if Foodie Beauty does come on, then I'm gonna have to push it to later because you never know with her. Other than that, thanks for voting, everybody. I will be around in 2 hours for MAD. Unless Foodie Beauty comes on, then we'll do Foodie Beauty content. Other than that, if I don't see you, take care of yourself, be safe, have a good weekend, TGIF. It's Saturday for some people, but for most of us, it's a Friday. So have a good one and take care. Bye bye.